Okay, YouTube, as always, you are first up.
There was a time when the world turned their back on men. Men with a dream and savage yearning within them. Legions compelled by passion that knows no boundary. A consuming flame that defies plausible explanation. Battling the forces of domestication, they find the courage to band together to experience the awesome power of being men.
I say this without due respect.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Tonight's broadcast of the Masculine Feminist has been commandeered by the secret society No Ma'am.
Gotta go to a place where I get a shot and a beer, steak, man. Saying we can stop, get pancakes, and then we'll get laid, all right?
Why do you drink ice cold beer on a hot day?
Mr. Clevin, what else are you gonna do with it?
To alcohol, cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
The Yankees are champions of baseball! It's a power play goal!
This is Cave Crew Radio.
Indeed, it is. Cave Crew Radio, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. My name, if you don't know me, is DK, and I am here from Ontario, Canada, and I'm having a blast. I'm sitting outside with the neighbors. I'm having a good time. I'll share with you in a little while. But until then, our good friend, Sir Big B, normally what would happen, folks, if you're new around here, is I would toss things over to Queens, New York. But instead, I'm going to toss things over right across the fucking ocean to a guy who's really looking like Two Live Crew or something right now. A choo-choo, a stew.
Good evening.
You are looking like you're looking bad, brother. Do you allow the children?
I don't know why I'm getting an echo.
Well, you probably didn't mute your. I don't know. It's the same we do every week. What the fuck is on your toque?
I'm a bit of Chinese writing. I think it says sweet and sour.
It's like a chicken sugai.
Something like that, I think, yeah, with extra sauce.
I love it, folks. He's got his blue headphones on, and he's wearing this Chinese toque, and you've got like this wild black shirt. Like you're a rebel tonight.
Yeah. I'm mixing it up tonight. I've dug deep into the wardrobe, and I come out looking like this.
And you have like, is that a chain around your neck or?
No, I was trying to get a VW sign, but I couldn't quite wedge it off in my neighbour's car, so I've had to leave that.
VW as in Volkswagen.
Yeah, with the old chain, the old Beastie Boys, you know.
You're in the hood tonight.
Definitely. But pleased to be here. I've been here for about 3 hours because I was late last week, so I thought I'd get here early tonight. Set me an alarm clock.
That's got to be some kind of disease.
What's that?
Well, I mean, you're not there, and then you're. Oh my God, I got to be early.
Yeah,
that's something you should get checked. Big B is in Mystery, Connecticut.
What's he doing there then? Just on vacation, is he?
Yeah, we'll have some pictures there, and we'll try and call him. I guess cell service is not too good. Now,
he hasn't got away with the art class, has he? You know, the art class he was doing. Maybe they've gone on a trip or something.
Painting pictures.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but these fucking dogs are the dogs are gonna be the stars of the show. We're all getting ready for vacation, ladies and gentlemen. So like things are going on around the house, people are in and out, and I apologize. But I'm gonna switch the camera. It's almost like a silhouette. I like it. There's like real no light there, Stu. But ladies and gentlemen,
I wonder if he's going to change his voice, like one of those sort of crime pictures, crime things on the TV.
Not yet. Let's bring this in correctly. So, folks, as we said, Big B is away on vacation, and I feel like I'm going to say, will the real so-and-so please stand up? That's what I feel like we're playing, Stu. Kind of like that game.
Yeah.
But folks, there's a really cool show out there. It's called the Mike Jolitz Show. And Mike Jolitz, we've been trying to get him on forever and ever and ever. And we are fortunate enough tonight that Mike Jolitz with us. So before we bring him on, Mike, welcome to the show. That's your cue. Mike.
Mike's Mike.
I see Mike. You have to shaking his head. This is like the Stu fucking camp. Okay, enable your mic at the top. I know I wasn't there to do sound check. Hello? I just heard him like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I heard him as well.
That's a beautiful picture in the background too, and the fans going off, and all right, well, he'll figure it out. So, Stu, you had a visitor this week, visiting one of your daughters.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, from the old country, as you would say.
Mike, you have your mic muted. You need to unmute your mic at the top of the thing. Anyway, go ahead.
No, my daughter's got a long distance boyfriend from Ireland, from Dublin, as it were. So he came to stay with us, and I stuck him in a tent out in the back garden.
Now, how is that, having like a guy that used to hunt the black and tan come and stay with you? Because I mean, Dublin, that's the heart of the Orangemen and the IRA, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking, he's a 17-year-old boy after all. And I made sure, I made sure I kept them at arm's length at all times.
I think a 17-year-old boy is more dangerous than a 50-year-old man.
It's like walking around with a loaded gun.
So what exactly did they? Can you tell us about the night they slept in the tent, or no?
Oh no. Well, she did stay in the tent, I think. I don't know. I just you don't like to think about it, do you?
Yeah, you came home from working up one night.
Yeah.
And the gal was in the tent with the Irish boy.
Yeah. Obviously, I sort of grab him by the scruff of the neck, and I tell him, well, in no uncertain terms, to keep his pecker in his pants, and they're just friends with my daughter. It's a very sensitive matter, DK.
So you sent him home?
I sent him home now, yeah. I sent him packing back to Ireland. But he was a nice boy. And now I've got to go over there because my daughter wants to go over there.
What's going on? Can we get this on camera?
No.
The wife does not want to go to the beer store for me, so she has offered me a gift. Can you see it? Hang on, I got a cue on the camera here.
It's not alcohol free, is it?
No. I thought she would have went for me, but here it is. They're tea.
Oh, what is it? Iced tea stuff, is it?
Okay, tell the people what they are, sweetie.
No.
Well, you're talking anyway.
No, but come on.
They're tea.
I'm not going either way. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. I can go. I thought I was being nice by bringing the piece.
Can you get me a beer from Johnny?
No, you have. I seen you have one. I was actually going to take one of my twisted teas back.
All right, folks. So I am, I guess, tonight drinking tea.
I think she popped your Polish neighbour or whatever it is, a Hungarian neighbour.
Oh, no, well, no, the Serbian guy.
The Serbian.
No, he's got the best stuff.
Yeah. Hey, you need to bring him in.
He's got the Slivovitz.
Yeah.
All right. So can I have a bottle opener? She gives me something I can't open without a bottle opener.
Yeah.
We're still trying to get Mike.
I'll tell you what, I'll give that lady a serious talking to when you're off air.
Yeah, I'm going to. So I'm going to have to blitz and get a bottle opener at some point, folks. Anyway, Big B. Let's go to Big B. Is there any way we can help Mike get out?
I think Mike was on a minute ago. I could hear him rustling about. He's looking in the cupboard for something.
This is like doing the stew cam. It's like we really do have a guest tonight. Anyway, let's go over to the Big B cam here. Hang on. I want to show you what Big B has been doing. Give me a break here. And then I got to show you something I saw outside. So hang on, let me zoom on this. Can you see that?
I can see that. It looks like Big B's playing golf there.
Can anyone imagine in their entire life? Big B is at a driving range. His hair down past his knees.
Yeah.
I simply can't imagine Big B as a golfer.
I can't imagine that ball going very far, can you?
No. Because here he is. I mean, Big B is our heavy metal. He's the guy that hates everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there he is hitting a golf ball. So you have it. Those of you listening and watching tonight, first look, Big B.
That looks quite dangerous because there's no real barrier between your neighbour and yourself, is there?
Well, no,
when I've been to driving, you've got like a wall.
Well, no,
I mean, because when I hit the ball, it could go anywhere, and that means left or right.
Well, I'm same as you, but where Big B is right now, he's on a driving range, so he's
yeah. But even so, the ball could still go left.
I'm interested to find out, and we'll call Big B in a few minutes, folks, and we'll find out just how far he hit the ball. Now, previous to going on air tonight, I do have to tell you, I'm sitting outside, my wife and I, and this is why she brought me a peace offering. We're going away tomorrow for Jake's soccer tournament, right? And I'm sitting outside with my neighbors. They're going away to Newfoundland. And there's this woman. Okay, now let's get this straight. So we take our garbage out on one night, and we take our recycles out on another night. Now, do you recycle there? Like,
oh yeah.
And,
almost everything is recycled nowadays.
Yeah, like cans, plastic, paper, it all gets recycled, right? And there's trucks that will come by and pick up metal. They love metal because I guess they get money for it. I really don't know.
Yeah, if I put something metal out in my driveway, it'll be gone by the end of the morning. It'll be gone. I mean, they will strip anything that's got a bit of metal in it. They'll strip it down and take it away.
Here's what was happening in front of my house. This lady, beautiful white little motorbike with a blue helmet on.
Yeah.
And she's going through the through the metal.
Oh, is that a metal bin or something? Is it?
So what I'm assuming she's looking for is beer bottles.
Okay.
Because here's another one. Here's another view of her right here. Hang on. Let's get.
We can hear you, Mike. By the way.
Yeah, he's back. Okay, we'll bring him on in 1 second. Here she is. So she is siphoning through the recycles in that beautiful little bike she had. I have no idea where she's putting them. I didn't have enough time because I ran on the street and I took a picture of her. But she's obviously looking for certain things. And you know what, lady? You look great in gray. Your helmet looks beautiful. Your bike is beautiful. But and you got this nice bracelet on. But like picking through people's fucking garbage. This is in my neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a really safe, nice neighborhood. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna try one more time here. I hear clicking. Here we go. Ready? Are you there?
He's there.
His clicking is working. I don't think he can hear us. Ask him for a cell phone number and we'll call. Get his number, Stu, and ping it to me and we'll call. Anyway, so folks, this is a woman on a beautiful urban, I guess you'd call it an urban street that we live on. First time I ever saw it, my neighbor was like, "Oh yeah, there she is." I never seen her before. Maybe I'm not outside enough.
Do you know who she might be? She might be with the recycling team. She goes ahead first, and she double checks that you're not throwing anything untoward away. So she's the sort of front lady.
If that's not you, I can hear him clicking around like crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think you can hear it. I can't look at his headphones on. Anyway, things fall apart when Big B is in here. Other than that, I went tubing this week.
Tubing.
Have you ever? My friend bought a boat, and you go on a string behind the boat and you tube. And it's an amazing amount of fun. And I think it would have been more fun when I was like 17. Because when I was having a ball, everybody fell off except for me. I would not let go when I was on that tube. And I was bouncing and flying off the waves and going in every direction. And the funny thing about when you get old is you don't notice it. Oh, hang on. Well, hello.
Hello. Hey, guys. Sorry about that.
so we got Mike on the line.
Hey.
Oh, my God. Embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed. We were just talking about the garbage picker outside my house and the Irish fellow who is taking away. I forgot to ask you that, Stu, by the way, before I announce our guest. The Irish guy coming to date your woman has to almost be like ISIS to an English man.
But no, look, it's
IRA. That's IRA written all over it.
Well, better than ISIS.
I don't know. Mai Tai cocktail, bomb around your waist, this, that, tomato. I don't know. Anyway, folks, I'm going to try this one more time because we got him on the line now. Mike, are you with us?
I can hear you guys now, finally.
You have blah, 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 blah about 100 times on this show. You've got more promotion than anybody. Mike, welcome from Arizona, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Beautiful Arizona. Do you have cacti at your house?
Not in my backyard. No.
No.
No. No. They tend to hurt people. So, and I have 3 small kids, so they're gone.
So no cactus.
Not the kids.
No scorpions.
No cactus.
No pet scorpions.
No, not at all. Thank God.
No Gila monsters or whatever they're called. Gila monsters.
Yeah, no, those things are mean.
Yeah. You must have all that out there, though. What are those, like coral snakes and?
I'm sure rattlers. There's also black widow spiders, brown recluse spiders. There's a number of things that can hurt you out here.
So here we are. We're in our yard, Stu, and we go, hey, we don't want the children to get hurt by a cactus. Never mind a scorpion.
Do you know what I have got in Arizona? What, do they not have these speed cameras hidden in cactuses over there?
What the?
Not that I've seen. No.
That's what I heard, anyway.
A what?
They've got speed cameras in
For
cactus.
cars?
Yeah.
In cactus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen them.
I don't.
Oh
know.
well.
Really. Anyway, Mike, welcome to the show. We were just talking. Can you see the cameras or no?
I can, yes, yeah.
Okay, so did you see the woman picking through my garbage?
I did. What's her deal?
That's exactly what I was. And my neighbor was like, "Oh, that's just Nanny." I'm like, "Nanny who?" She's going through my. She's more than welcome to it. I really don't care. She wasn't like, she wasn't packing or anything like that. But I just thought it was strange. I live in a really quiet neighborhood, lots of kids, and I mean, I'm probably the weirdest person in the entire neighborhood. But when I saw her drive by, I'm like, what? Like, where the? I don't understand where the fuck. Hang on, we got to bring this picture back up again, folks. Where the hell? Here we go.
You need to set up like a little camera inside your bin.
But no, I don't care. She's got like the big windows going, and look, she's more than welcome to help herself to my garbage or anything else in my pantry. I would share. But where is she putting it?
Do you think she got that helmet out of the recycling?
It matches your head. But listen, what I'm wondering is she's going from house to house, and there's got to be, and I just noticed one of my neighbors threw away a couch there. Stu, you'd probably be interested in that. Anyway, where does she put what she grabs?
That's a good thought.
I think she's got a bag. She's got a bag between her knees there.
Oh, there we got Mike on camera. He looks great, folks. You got to watch Mike's music videos that he does. They're amazing. Mike, we have been waiting forever to get you on the show, and now you can't figure out how to work your fucking mic.
My first time on Google Hangouts.
I thought you were like this audio guru.
Well, on my computer, yeah, but connected, no.
No, okay. Well, let's just hope his battery doesn't die. Mike, really quickly, we're going to go to break. We're going to play a commercial that you had made for or Stu made for you or whatever you guys did. But tell us, right. Mike has a really cool show, ladies and gentlemen. I find it one of the most unique shows of all because it's like 30 minutes. He kind of does what we do. He talks about the news and shit like that, but you're like so short and blunt. Like, tell us about the show. What motivated you? What drives you to do what you do?
I don't have a lot of knowledge when it comes to movies or music. I enjoy both, but I can't talk at length about it. I can talk real quick for short little bursts of stuff, and that's really about it. And I'm always interested in the newest, and I've always made fun of it, so it just seemed logical to just attack that.
Because I love it. You give a headline, and then you leave us hanging. Whereas we'll talk about it for 45 minutes, which probably overdoes it, overkill. But And you do this all yourself, right?
Yeah, I don't have help at all.
Got no co-host, nobody in there. I mean, Stu might fly in or someone might call, but did you?
Yeah, that's really about it.
Did you ever want to be in radio or?
When I was a kid, I wanted to do the radio thing, but then as I got a little older and I realized some of the stuff they had to do on top of just talking on the radio, and kind of how bad the pay was, I kind of decided against it.
Yeah. Oh, the pay is terrible. I looked into that too. It's awful. So here's the deal. The thing that Stu and I are really hanging on right now before we go to break. You said you were going to quit. You can't quit.
No.
Not in your blood.
No, I'm not going to quit, actually. So I'm on a little hiatus. I'm going to reboot the show a little bit, change it up. Also going to add an interview segment on the show. So it'll be a little bit like a late night talk show, but I don't have an audience.
You know what? No one has an audience. We just do this because we love drinking and having fun.
Right.
But here's the
I
deal.
just mean as far as like having the sound effect of the audience laughing. I thought about it and I'm like, it's like canned laughter on MASH. It's not good.
So tell me a joke. Just any joke. Dumb.
Okay. All right. So Adam and Eve are in the garden, and they're kind of getting to know each other. And God leaves them alone for a while, and he comes back and he sees Adam standing in the bushes, all by himself, looking sad and lonely. He asks Adam where Eve is, and Adam says, "Oh, she's over there in the lake. She's taking a swim." And God says, "It's going to take centuries to get the smell off those fish."
See, I can do it.
Right. Yeah, no, and that would be something I would add in post, but I kind of make it, I mean, I laugh at my own jokes to start with, so that's not necessarily kosher, but it's me, so that's fine. But, adding someone else's laugh track, I'm not really cool about doing that, I guess.
Listen, I laugh at my own jokes, so don't worry about it. We love what you do.
Oh, thanks.
Now, before we go to where are you found? I know you're on Spreaker and iTunes and
Spreaker and iTunes. I also started a YouTube channel where I put those little silly music videos or short little clips of me just acting like an ass. And then I also put a new vlog, like I called it a vlogcast, which isn't my own thing, but I did that where I did a bunch of headlines and put little clips of fake commercials and stuff like that. Just so those things, YouTube and iTunes and Spreaker.
Exactly what are you trying to accomplish with those music videos? Because I'm the kind of idiot that loves them, but it's basically Mike shaking his head to a song.
It's just me. Every one of those songs that I've done that to are songs I immensely enjoy. So I just thought it would be fun just to play around with it, and that's really about it, really. But my own amusement, and it's gotten a few comments here and there that it's funny and all that sort of stuff. So even if somebody said I was a complete tool, I don't care. Whatever.
And who cares? And listen, you know what? You think that you don't have listeners, but I know Stu's the one that turned me on to your show, and we wait and we listen. And it's far too short as far as I'm concerned.
But I think that's also the good thing about it. That it is short. It's short and to the point. It's punchy, and yeah, it does what it says on the tin. It just it's the Mike Gillette show. It's short and sweet, and I think you should keep it like that, personally.
Right. Well, I have 2 interviews kind of in the tank right now for when I come back, and I'm just finishing the first one with editing it, and it's going to be probably about 28 minutes or so for the show. So I think it's a fairly decent length.
Now, here is the deal, though, Mike. And I'm not forcing you in any way, but if you interview anyone, I go before Big B. It's a running thing right now, and it's very important that I go on before Big B. Not that you want to interview me, but if you edit me, I could be a lot of fun.
So who are you planning to interview?
I'll leave a voicemail. So I have your glorious pipes on audio already too. So just need to get you on the interview. So yeah, I'm definitely game for that.
There you go. Stu, go ahead. What'd you say?
No, I was just saying, what sort of people are you going to be interviewing?
Probably by and large podcasters. I've gotten in contact and I have to reply back to him with a time and date that works for a movie producer, which I don't know how I got that, but hey, cool.
That's
and the
awesome.
funny thing is, I don't know anything about what the guy's done at all. I'm just going to go in this almost completely blind.
You sound like me. I just queue up every night and I go, hello.
Sure.
Now the other thing.
No,
I was just going to say the other thing, folks. If you don't know Mike, Mike edits the Pod Train and does a great job of it, which is Choo Choo Stu's podcast that he tried to leave us, but it was unsuccessful. Just teasing Stu. Stu would never leave us, but Mike does your editing, which is really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking he edits some. Do you not edit some other shows as well? You've done some more, haven't you?
I've done one other show, but that was just a one-off thing.
Okay. No, it's good, man. It's good. And how long have you been doing your show now? It's like 2 years or something, is it?
Yeah, August 2nd will be 2 years, and that's actually when I plan on coming back as the second. It's also Kevin Smith's birthday, so shout out for Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith. Whoop. So you're looking for voicemails again, then?
Yeah, I will be looking for voicemails.
Looking for happy anniversary. The best was when I Mike asked me to send him a voicemail, and I was making fun of his name, and he texts me back and he goes, "That's not actually how you pronounce it." And I go, "I know, I was trying to be crazy."
It worked.
It's all good, folks. The Mike Jolich Show. You got to listen to it. All you got to Google is the Mike Jolich Show. And it's a great show. He's a great guy. A lot of fun. We've been waiting forever to get him on the show. So, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, play a couple of little commercials. The one commercial we're going to play during the break is one that Stu did for Mike's show, which we have never played on our show. Really cool little commercial. So sit back. When we get back, we're going to get into some of our stories. Maybe we'll try and call Big B and see what the hell he's up to. And what was it? Mystery Connecticut? I don't know. He's hunting whales. He's on a sub. He told us last week. We got all kinds of things to go on. And I lost Stu, but that's okay. We'll be back right after this.
Well, hello, ladies and the gentlemen, and cave dwellers in general. This is Choo Choo Stew, and I'm deep in the hallows of London, England. I want you lot to stop taking a piss and join the Cave Crew Radio Facebook group, please. And while you're at it, look us up on the Twitter as well. It's not rocket science, it's actually quite easy. Just search Cave Crew Radio. Also, have you got a bit of spare change in your wallet or your bank? Because we could do with $5. It's easy on PayPal. Just go on to cavecrewradio.com and chuck some money in the tip jar. It helps keeping the dream alive, sockcuckers. So don't be silly and take the mic. cavecrewradio.com. Fuckers.
From the makers of Amazon Echo comes the newest hands-free speaker designed in the UK. It's the Nigel. At only £60, is the best price speaker on the market. You can't afford not to have one. Hey Nigel, I've got the right amp.
What's got your knickers in a twist now, mate?
Where's my jumper?
Probably in your closet, nitwit.
Where's the best fish and chips?
Harry Ramsden's in Yorkshire, you twit.
Does the tube run to Lancaster Gate on Sunday morning?
You bet, Governor.
Isn't this in Dalston open? I want to get pissed and dance.
Sure is. Better dress up, though.
Where can I get some suction in London?
Any gay bar, like usual.
I'm out of fucking fags. Where's the nearest pharmacy?
Devonshire on Israel Road.
Where's the loo?
See that sink over there?
Where can I get a pint of Pale Moon Pale Ale?
Boar's Head. Boar's Head in has it on tap.
Cheers. Cheers back at you.
Hello, this is Al. I listen to Cave Crew Radio every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. If by chance I miss it, I catch all past episodes on cavecrewradio.com. Don't forget to donate $5 at cavecrewradio.com. Oops, I'm due to donate. Now back to the cave.
You know, if someone donated $5, I'd probably fall off my chair. By the way, we have Mike Jolitz here. I love that. That is my favorite thing. My most favorite thing that Mike does. Who does Mike? Now, is that you or someone else doing that?
No, that's me.
I always thought you had. I always thought you had someone that did that for you.
No, it's all me.
That's an
I don't think he does it enough.
Now, do you record that, or is that like you're done and you do it?
What's the noise? It's for every news story.
I know, but do you like, is that a recorded thing, or do you just do it in between stories?
No, I
like,
do it in between every time.
Like, take us into your studio. So you're there, and the last one I listened to was the one about the one in your car you were doing about the bulls. That was funny, but the one about the girl that shot her boyfriend on YouTube. And
oh yeah, some girl was a YouTube star and she was trying to become famous, and through listening to her idiot boyfriend, decided it'd be a good idea to take a golden eagle. I can't remember the handgun, but a handgun, this powerful handgun, and just use a book to try and stop the bullets from a foot away. Just stupid.
And shot the guy and killed him. Yeah,
he died.
Take us inside the studio. So you're because folks, you got to realize what Mike does is he takes a story and very quickly he'll transcend to another story. So you're reading the story in front of your computer or iPad or whatever, and then you blah 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 blah, and then you just start talking, or do you edit?
I do edit. Little behind the scenes there. Yes, there's some editing because I tried to do my show. Like I say, in a rapid fire manner, so I cut out the uhs and the noises like that. So it's just punch you right in the face. Next story.
I love it. And see, I can't try and do that, Stu. I can't do it either. That is a real skill.
Well, my wife hates the noise, but she likes the like.
It depends in what context you're making that noise when your wife's around.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Are you like doing that in her ear? Like, I'm going to try that tonight with my wife. She'll probably punch me in the face, but is that like a signal? Is that like, babe, I'm going to hit it? Or
no, that's a little okie dokie pokey. You know,
yeah.
Doing the pink one in the stink.
I can imagine it. But I shouldn't really say this, but it's Cave Crew Radio. But I can imagine, I don't know if I should even say it, really.
Yes, you can say anything you want on this show. That's what's...
Can you picture the scene, right? Mike appearing between these legs. his head pops up and he goes...
Yeah,
that
would be very bad.
That's his sign for the Fellatio Cafe.
Oh my God! Yeah, I heard about that.
You in the mood, honey?
That's all it takes.
Okay, so what I want everyone to take away from this show this week, I want everyone to go to your and listen because of what we talked about last week. Not just your wife, your significant other. So if there's not a taco down there, perhaps go in their ear or beneath their balls. I have no idea. Or perhaps you choose to eat ass, and just go. And what?
Yeah, I would love to get some phone calls on how that worked out. I'd love to hear how that worked.
I could just. Does she scream or does she laugh? Like it's either great pleasure, or she giggles.
No, she just hates the sound. It almost infuriates her. She hates it that bad.
Yeah, no, I think we all have. Stu, there must be something you do that drives your wife crazy.
Yeah, most things I think.
I can't do it as good as I'm gonna use that. I think when my phone rings from now on, it's gonna be
I think we need a competition.
I love it.
Do you guys think I should put that on iTunes and try to sell it as a ringer?
sound bit? I don't know if you'll hey, Mama, what's her name, and producer have woken up and have arrived. Like no one has showed up on time tonight, so we're good. I think you should do it as I don't know if you'll make any money, but what's that program where you get your ringtones from? And upload it. I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
I'm not that really technical savvy, but I'm gonna see if I can get that every time my phone rings. And then I'm gonna have my wife like throwing me on the bed. Let's go. She's sitting on my face. Yeah, like that happened in the past 18 years. No, it's a great thing, guys. I want to get to some stories. We do have some allotment news, by the way. Time goes fast when we have friends over. This is getting a little bit aside from what I sent you guys. I just saw this in the news, and I thought it was really cool. Well, not really cool if you were there. Apparently, in New Mexico, overnight. Yesterday, whenever it happened, there was 116 people injured after a drunk police officer tased a suspect in a pool.
Oh my God.
This is just my bizarre sense of humor. Apparently, Officer John F. Kelly, who claims he was actively pursuing a possible suspect in a drug trafficking lead, showed up at a private pool and proceeded to arrest the suspect, who allegedly refused to get out of the pool. So the moron cop, I'm going to say a moron cop in this situation, reached into the pool and tased the guy and apparently electrocuted everyone else in the fucking pool.
That's awesome.
So can you imagine you're lying there on your raft or whatever you're doing, you're floating, you're playing with your beach ball. You have no idea this drug raid is going on. This guy is so stupid. Obviously, they don't teach this in the blue and white. And listen, I'm all for the blue. The cops do a very hard job, but sticks his thing and tases the guy and electrocutes the whole pool. Sounds like something that'll happen in England, Stu.
Well, didn't it say like 117 people? Or is that he's injured throughout his career?
116. I don't think anyone died, thank God.
I'm wondering how I suppose it would hurt you, wouldn't it?
Well, apparently it was 50,000 volts of electricity.
In water.
Yes. So imagine, like, I don't know what you guys do when you get in the pool, but like I'm going on vacation tomorrow with the kid and the wife, and I'm gonna float in the pool, and I might, swim, dunk my head underwater, float above. I'm not expecting to get jolted by 50,000 fucking volts of electricity. And the poor kid who was the suspect was only 14.
Whoa. Well, they start young in New Mexico. I've been there. It's not a great place.
Apparently the police officer has been suspended under review.
He'll get off, won't it? Just send him on a training course for a couple of days, and
Well, he'll end up at the desk. But this is a classic case of Lucy, you got a lot of explaining to do. Listen, Mike, I've always wanted to, and I'm always trying to overstep boundaries, right? And we've tried to get Stu to shove, a hot pepper up his ass and stuff like that. But Stu, I think I need you to go in your backyard pool, buy a taser, and have one of your daughters or Oscar stick it in the water. We'd just like to see what happens.
Yeah, maybe I'll stick the dog in it.
There can be no more damage to you than what's done already.
I'll try it. Maybe I'll just plug it into the mains.
Or something.
Yeah, see if the potato cooks quickly.
Right, exactly.
Well, can I ask a question? Why does everything always come down to a potato with English people? Is that like the most resilient? When we talk about the fire, you're always saying you throw the potato in the fire. Is the potato the most, or do you just hate the Irish people that much that potato is the go-to?
No. There's no offense meant with that, but I think it would come out quite nice and steamy. Can you imagine that? It's sort of like a poached
50,000 volts of a potato in a chlorinated pool.
Quicker than a microwave.
Oh, shit. Speaking of pools, did you guys see this thing? This new float design.
Yeah,
I think I sent.
Is that deliberate?
I don't know if I have a picture. Hang on. Let me see if I have a picture of this. Apparently there was a pool float. I'm trying to find it. Stu, you talk while I.
Well, it was a pool float, and it's saying forget flamingo boats because now you can laze around a pool on a giant sanitary towel this summer, and so it's a pool float that's. I don't know if it's meant to be like that, but it's designed. But it looks like one of these, like a sanitary towel, a huge sanitary towel. So,
do you think that was intentional?
I don't. Do you think it soaks the water up? So it's like
you throw it in the pool and there's no water left.
Yeah, so you never get wet.
Does it have wings?
It doesn't have wings. That's a very sexy girl line on it, though. She does not look grumpy.
No. I mean, you could do anything on one of those, can't you? Because, when you wear one of these sanitary towels, you can play tennis. And now they're saying you can just laze about in the pool.
Lie on a giant sanitary table. And you know what? It's great. Like, if you're like, I know we're going to dinner, honey, but I'd really like to jump in the pool. Hang on. I'll jump on the sanitary towel and I'll be dry and ready to go in no time.
You know what probably is? That was probably a tampon that was made for some porn star, and they said, "Hey, we could do other stuff with this."
How big is the freaking porn star's hoo-hoo?
Never been there.
God, that'd wrap around Queen Kong. Was King Kong a woman or a man, by the way? I mean, they call him king, but I'm not so sure because in the wild, it's the female who is the stronger being. So Kong is probably a woman and could probably do just fine with one of those if she moved to New York City.
That could be. And if she was a woman, that could cover both entries if you think about it. It's a twofer.
In my house, that could cover the whole bed. Never mind, honey. It's okay. It's that time of the month. We've got the pool pad soaky.
Have you ordered one yet, DK, for the pool?
No, I listen.
Maybe they should do like one of these, like a huge tampon as well that you could just climb on, and sort of the string at the end, you could sort of like tie yourself to the edge of the pool or something.
I'm wondering if this doesn't sell as a pool float, if they would go to Tampax or whatever that place is called and say, look, like when you go to trade shows, this thing is perfect. Like you know, here's your sample, and you guys could pour like, I don't know, apple juice or whatever the fuck you pour on it, and look how much it soaks in now.
You could stand there and piss on it, couldn't you?
This is our.
Could you jump on it and see if the wine glass spills over? How far can you go with this?
I like Stu's idea. You can put it in the corner of your yard and go, this is our porta john.
Well, do you know what? They could have those in cities, couldn't they? Because when the pubs kick out and stuff like that, you could just have those on the corner of streets, put them down an alleyway. People go there, piss on them. Doesn't hurt anyone. Just soaks it up.
It soaks up. It's a beautiful, and just like, kids pee in your pool. Maybe, and again, I'm not a scientist, but maybe that could be just to soak up the bad stuff. So just like you throw chlorine in the pool, just toss one of these giant tampons.
Yeah. Take the scum off the top.
The scum off the top.
Yeah, it's useful and it's decorative if you think about it.
I don't know where you guys come up with this. All right. On to the next one. Then we're going to go allotment. I promise at the top of the hour, we'll go allotment, folks. This was one of my favorites. This was Mrs. Cotter. Shared this on the Facebook group of Cave Crew Radio. There is now a beer made specifically for drinking in the shower. To me,
nice.
To me, this is beyond cool.
Yeah, totally.
Stu, are you drowning in this or?
I like the idea. Yeah, why not? It's 10%. It's very strong as well, isn't it?
See, that's not strong for Canadians, but
well, it's strong for beer, isn't it?
It's kind of strong for beer, yeah. I mean, it's more than German imports. So
German's stronger than that. But listen to this. So here's what they say: if you've never taken a hot shower with an ice cold beer in your hand, you're missing out on one of the great joys of life. I've had beers while I've gone in the shower, but anyway, that's another story. It's one of the secrets of happiness that no therapist will ever tell you about. And now 2 Swedish companies have teamed up to create the first ever beer designed specifically to be gulped in the shower. Appropriately named the shower beer. These guys created this thing. It's a 6-ounce beer. And I'm trying to figure out how you can do it in the shower. This is the...
So what makes it a shower beer?
Well, I think it's got to be waterproof.
What waterproof beer?
See, I hate these articles because they never give you any details. Immediately after it was released, blah, 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 blah.
So I would have a beer in the bath.
I've often had a beer when I go
in the tub, like, but not in the shower.
Can you say that again? The bath.
The bath.
The bath.
Yeah.
I personally love this idea, and here's what I'm thinking: drink our pale moon pale ale, or no, drink our pale ale with your pale moon out.
Now, listen, I'm like Stu. I've had a beer in the bath.
Yeah.
If you're in a bath, you can, but in a shower, it's got to have some kind of a cover on it or something.
Yeah, it could be one of those, like not a cork, but it flips up over the top, and you just pull it down to tighten it, to keep it to seal it. Maybe it's one of those.
What they needed was like a little tap at the bottom of the bottle, so you can sort of like hang it up like a sort of soap on a rope, or like a bottle of shower gel.
Like a soap on a rope.
Did you used to have those? Soap on a
No,
rope?
I've never had those before.
Yeah, we used to. I remember I took one to a girl's birthday party as a present. Soap on a rope when I was
Okay,
about.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Tell me the story of the soap on the rope, please.
He was in prison. You need to don't drop the soap.
Don't drop the soap. You got to hang in between your.
I think it must have been in the sort of very early 80s or late 70s, but we used to have something called soap on a rope.
Yeah.
And it was a big thing, and everyone would buy each other, you'd get one for Christmas or for a present. So I went to this girl's birthday party. I think it was probably, I was about 13 at the time. I actually remember the party because it was the first time I ever got French kissed. And I can remember I was under the table with this girl.
With the soap on the rope.
I can, and we was playing this, what they call it? Postman's knock or whatever it is. I can't remember.
Oh, like post office or spin the bottle, whatever. Yeah.
We was playing this game and you had to kiss someone and all that. And I was quite naive. I don't know how old I was. I was probably about 12, 13. And so I had to kiss this girl. And all of a sudden, she's sticking her tongue in my mouth. And what the bloody hell was all this about? Like, like, that's a bit weird. But yeah. So I do remember that.
Now, how old was the girl underneath the table? Was she 13 as well?
Same age, yeah.
And so she just, instead of being passionate about it, she just gave you the anaconda.
Yeah, straight in. I thought, oh God, yeah, it's always lived with me, that memory.
Did you gag? What exactly happened?
Well, I say I was quite naive at that age, and I just thought, oh God, that's a bit weird. And yeah, go for it, But yeah, soap on a rope.
Can I ask you a question? What does the girl under the table have to do with the soap on the fucking rope?
No, that was the gift that I brought.
Oh, you brought the girl a soap on a rope.
I brought it because I remember telling my dad I'm going to a party.
Yes.
And I've got to take drink. It was like bring your own beer.
Bring your own beer. You were 12 fucking years old.
But the funny thing was, my dad brought me like a 2-litre bottle of cider to take.
Oh, this is getting better and better. Okay, carry on.
So I took a 2-litre bottle of cider to this party, a soap on a rope, and came out with an erect tongue.
I have a question. Did you get mono too or no?
Did I get what?
Mono, the kissing disease or illness.
I got
nobody knows what that is.
Yeah, maybe not.
I just came out. I came out of that party a different boy.
Okay, but man. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute, because we got this allotment stuff to do, but it's got to be on hold. So you now have children older than you would have been at this party. Are you sending any of your children to birthday parties with soap on a rope and a 2-liter bottle of cider?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But yeah.
So Dad obviously wanted to go upstairs and I don't know, eat ass with Mom or something like that.
And I always thought, oh, it's good because I said to him, oh, we can bring beer. I can't remember what it was now. I said, oh, we need to bring drink or something like that. And yeah, he just bought me this bottle of cider. And I thought, oh, that was quite cool,
Okay,
first party.
Mike, you're much closer to me globally.
Right.
And your kids are how old?
12, 10, and 5.
Okay, there you go. Are by any chance you sending any of them to the party with cider?
No, no soap on a rope either.
Yeah, I think
fast
you're
and
on
hard rules on that.
I think you're onto something really fucking weird here, Stu. Like, here you go, Honda, soap on the rope and a bottle of cider. On your way you go. And then the next thing you know, you're under the table with the fattest chick on the block, and she's shoving her tongue down your throat.
She wasn't fat. She's a nice girl, actually.
Well, fuck, good for you. Did you share your cider?
I can't remember, to be honest.
That's the best part of it. The best nights of all are when you can't remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got many of those.
I still go past that house now, and it always brings back fond memories.
Do you stop in and say hi or no?
No, I mean, I can't. I remember the girl who I kissed, but I can't remember the girl whose party it was. But yeah, I always remember.
Well, that's the important part.
Now, did you go and throw up in the yard after?
No, I wasn't sick. No,
you took that cider like a man.
Most likely, yeah.
I can just imagine Dad standing on the porch there, and old Bobby. Is that what he was? Was he a Bobby or what was he?
No, he was all right. My dad is. I think he just knew the sky. He thinks, well, you got to go into a party. You need to have a bit of a drink, I suppose.
You're not going to send Oscar off with cider to a soccer practice.
No, but if he went to a party, I mean, he probably wouldn't want it anyway.
I don't think you'd give him cider. You're too strict.
No, I wouldn't give him cider. But my youngest, we've caught her with cider already, in her bedroom. But yeah, like father, like daughter, I suppose. But
just tell her to keep her tongue in her mouth.
Oh, dear.
Oh my God.
Anyway, where are we going here? Let's go to the allotment. Stu, we have been waiting forever and ever.
I just remember Brian is going to bed shortly.
Oh, should we call him?
Because he's on vacation, yeah.
Hang on. I can. All right, you guys talk. I'll try and see if we can get the.
Hey, Stu, how's it going? It's been a while, man.
Yeah, and it's very nice to see you in the flesh after a couple of years of your listening to your show. It's
Thanks. Yeah.
No, but all is going well. All is going well for me. Are you still there?
I'm here. I'm
No,
listening to YouTube.
No, Mike's phone's cut off.
Oh, there we go. Now, see, I got to answer him. Oh, see, I can't call Big B because I got him on the phone.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Let's go to the allotment. So, Stu, forever and ever and ever, we are asking you, is there any news from the allotment? Is there any news from the allotment? And the newsletter has arrived. And this year, it is very colorful. The one thing that I found very shocking is only 40 of 433 members attended the meeting. So I'm taking it you're not one of them. Stu, did I lose everyone?
I'm here. Does it maybe they need to serve alcohol? Because that always brought me around, personally.
Well, Stu, is there not like parties that are going on?
I've just found out that there is a little secret party that does go on. And
a secret party?
Yeah. Where there is beer. So I've found a party. I've met a friend there. I've made a friend at the allotment. And I just got chatting to this guy. I think it was about a week ago. And he's very passionate about his allotment. So we started talking. Then we started talking about from vegetables to music. And it turns out he was going to the same gig as I was last night. So there we was together at this gig.
Now, this is Admiral Orville Schmidt. You can call me Jim. He's coming on next week, right?
Yeah, we're hoping to get him on, yeah.
Now, is he going to be in studio with you or joining us via phone?
I think he'll be on. He won't be in my studio because there's not a lot of space in here.
So now you met this guy. He's very serious about his vegetables. He's and you went to the rock and roll concert together. He's got one tooth, you said.
Yeah.
But very passionate about the allotment. Not like you. You're very casual about the allotment.
I'm casual. This guy is like mad. He can talk for England, and I've never known anyone more passionate about a few vegetables. I mean, this guy has built on his allotment. He's built this multi-sided sort of cage that goes over his allotment. It's like a hexagonal thing.
So his allotment is like Thunderdome.
Yeah, it is.
No one can enter.
It's space age. It really is. It's a work of art. I'll have to take a picture of it when I'm there next.
You need to. So no one can enter. No one can leave.
No, his is caged in. I'm sure he's going to have the authorities on him.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's with the rules, with all the measurements and the shape.
I think he's kept within a 12-inch rule, or however many inch it is from the edges.
Now, see, I'm finding you guys to be quite an unruly group, though, because it says, and I'll never understand, Stu, why there's any grass cutting at a garden, because I would think that you would want to. I would think that you would want to maximize your growing spot, but they're always on this grass cutting stuff. There's been a lot of damage to the grass cutting equipment by some members. They're not mentioning any names, but you're leaving stones, metal, which they spell wrong, rope, or netting too close to the path.
Yeah.
Well,
it tangles up your blades. So, but it's all kicking off there. Yeah, there's a lot of action going on.
And then we got some problems with snails, pigeons, squirrels, foxes, and white fly on Briscius.
You've read this newsletter more than I have.
And a sawfly and mildew on gooseberry. Can you explain?
Well, we haven't got gooseberries, so.
Well, it says that the most under pressure are the onions, the garlics, and the leeks.
Yeah, we can't grow onions for about 20 years on our plot.
Yeah, you were telling us that a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we can't do that. But no, everything is blooming. It's like I said to my wife, right, I'll grow some gherkins this year, some cucumbers to pickle. I said, I just want them nice and small. All right. The next time we go to the allotment, they're huge. They're huge. I wanted to get them all in the jar without cutting them. So anyway, I've come home with about £10, £15 of gherkins.
And now, are these available for sale this year again as the Choo Choo Stew gherkin pickles?
Yeah, I mean, this is the first batch. It's the test batch that I've done. So hoping to get some more going. It was the pickled onions last year.
What would the rate be to ship it to Arizona? Any idea?
I don't know. Sure, can arrange something.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, and here's another thing. I'm loving this. Every year you let 5 new people. Is it like a secret club?
Every year, what? Sorry.
Season 5 new people join us as new starters.
Is that what it says? Yeah.
Well, it's your fucking newsletter, not mine.
Yeah, they're like the apprentices. Yeah, we've got some plots where there's starter plots, which is where everyone starts off.
So if you're at the allotment, I mean, you've got to clarify this for those of us in North America. If you're at the allotment and you're getting the string beans or whatever the fuck it is you do, and you see a starter, I guess is what they call them.
Yeah.
You go introduce, hello, I'm Stu. I'm an expert on tomatoes. I know how to keep snails away. Can I help you churn your garden? Do you do that? Like,
what?
We're just trying to understand, Stu. We're this is very weird to us.
Yeah, we do. I mean, some people are a bit funny. Like, they sort of don't want to talk, and then others. That's how I met Jim. I had a wheelbarrow of black stuff that I was taking, and I took a shortcut round, and it took me by Jim's allotment, and I just said, stop there, and just said, "Oh, how you doing, mate?" and all that.
And you waved to him through the cage.
Yeah, waved to him and said,
"Hello, Jim."
You got.
I'm Stu.
Yeah. So
did he? And like, so what happens? Do you make the neighbor a tea? Like, we're trying to understand the culture. Cave Crew Radio is almost becoming a history show with this segment. I'm sure, Mike. Like, what questions do you have, Mike? You've listened to us talk about the allotment time in and time out.
Jim's neighbor.
Right? I have. I find it so unique because it's such a. I mean, everybody could grow anything they want here, and you have to drive somewhere to grow your plants. That's crazy. It's interesting.
No,
because I'm sure you're the same as me, Mike. Like, I go in my backyard, and I'll send you guys pictures. I have green onions, I have peppers, I have tomatoes, but it's in my backyard. I do what I want.
Jim's neighbour is like the focal hub, or it's where everyone meets, and they've got this shed that they brought on eBay, and it's like it used to be like a cafe, and so the front of it flips up. It's like one of these sort of food trucks.
Wait a minute.
Where, do you know where you got like
the press?
The front window flips up, and so they've got all their cooking facilities inside, and their allotments like a palace. It's like there's not a weed or like a carrot out of place.
I am not going to believe you until you send me pictures of this. So that in lot 102, is Jim with his cage around everything. Yeah. No one can enter. Not even the North Koreans could get in there.
No.
And then beside him is the muffin man, the happiest guy in the world.
Yeah, it's not a food truck.
Class. And what's he serving?
That's where I found out they're serving beer there.
And why don't you go hang out with them?
Well, because I didn't realise until now. I mean, I do go for a chat, but I'm usually on my way, going to work or something like that, so I can't drink. So
you can still stop by for a carrot or.
But my wife was there on Saturday with Jim and these people, and she said, "Yeah, they was all drinking beer, and yeah, it's the place to hang out."
Oh, Mike, I think this is, when I was young, I would think, Mike is lucky enough. I think I'm here in Canada and we have winters, and I'd like to retire in Arizona. But nice. Mike has never told us an exciting story about Arizona other than snakes, scorpions, bugs that are going to kill us. I'm thinking I'd like to get could I live on my allotment?
Well, you could, more or less, apart from there's no real toilets. But those tampon surfboards, I think I might take some to the allotment and try and sell them.
There's no real toilets. But this guy opens up his thing, and it's like a food truck.
Well, it's not a food truck, but
what is he serving everyone?
Well, they make tea and serve beer and, the odd barbecue.
You've got to get me footage of this. Once Big B hears this, And like, if there's a new person, are they allowed to?
No, the thing is, you're not allowed to venture away from your own plot. That's the rules. So when we was on a starter, you were right at the beginning of the allotment. So, like, you're looked at as you're trespassing if you go anywhere outside your plot, which seems a bit weird, really, seeing as they want to get everyone to mix with each other.
It's like a caste system almost.
This is like a Stephen King novel.
Right.
So this guy has the food truck. Then who comes if you're not allowed to trespass?
Well, everyone does sort of like, I mean, I wander around, you know, but yeah, people don't really wander around, but the food truck is in the middle of the allotment, so you know it gets a lot of visitors.
I'm telling you right now, if and when I can ever afford to go to England, I don't want to see Big Ben. I don't want to see London Bridge fall down. I could care less about the Queen's jewels. I want to go to the allotment.
It's the place to go.
And here in the newsletter, they're saying, though, they encourage you to help the new people.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about oh shit, I just saw this. But anyway, tell us about the hang on, I gotta click up. The working parties.
Yeah. So, I mean, we skipped off the last one. I mean, there's this fellow who walks around and goes, "You're going to be here on Saturday because working party." So it's like a chain gang. We might make a new pathway. So you got like a load of people sort of digging where it's going to go, and then you got people breaking up rocks to put in there, and then we put dirt on top to level it out and put grass on top of that, like, you know. So that I've only done one party.
I still don't understand why you're putting grass in a place where you're growing vegetables.
For the pathways.
Why do you need pathways if you're not allowed to trespass? You would think that if you were not allowed to trespass, you would not have any pathways.
But basically, yeah, the working party is like a sort of chain gang sort of thing. It's you know, like a big oiled machine. Everyone's doing their own little part, like, you know.
And then you all have a party after, a potluck.
Well, the last time I went to it, they said to us, go over there and break up all this sort of concrete slabs. But me and my missus said these are too good to break up. And we ended up stealing 2 or 3 of them and taking them to our plot.
That's what Stu does, Mike. He steals shit.
And then we raided our neighbour's been turfed off. Yeah.
Why are you talking so softly? There's no one around.
Don't hear about it.
I know. Our neighbour's been turfed off.
You're not at the allotment right now.
We raided his shed. I come out.
Your neighbour's shed?
I've got a camping. Well, because he's been thrown off. So I ended up with I got a camping chair and a 30.
How did you get thrown off an allotment?
And a 30-gallon water butt and some old guttering that might come in handy one day.
See, Mike, we think we have all the problems in the world here in Canada, the United States, right?
Yeah.
Right.
How does one get thrown off an allotment?
And to be honest, I'm surprised he wasn't named and shamed in the newsletter. It just they gave him such a big plot that he could never do it on his own. It's too much.
So they set him up to fail.
They set him up to fail, and he was growing stuff in his in a very unique way. He had his own system where he was like shredding paper, and then I don't know what he was doing. When you go to his plot, it looks like a cemetery. It's all raised up, and that was with paper and then mounds of dirt. It does look like a cemetery.
Do you think there's an audience for our show of allotment people? Because we sure talk a lot about the allotment.
I'm sure there is.
What is green manuring?
Right, so during the winter months, when a lot of the plot is laying dormant, yeah, so you grow this stuff like I can't remember what you call it now, but you grow this sort of bed of like a herbal lay, so it keeps the ground busy during the winter months and keeps all the nutrition into the ground.
And who's the person that decides that ground needs to stay busy?
We done it last year, but it was a total waste of time, to be honest.
Well, it's not providing wealth in your crops.
Nah, it was a waste of time.
Mike, do you garden at all?
No. We had 2 failed attempts at it, so we kind of gave up.
But it's quite dry there, isn't it? So I don't know. What do you grow? Chilies?
It is. They can grow a lot out here. They grow a lot of the roses that are in the States around here. They grow corn. They just got huge piles of black stuff, as Stu would say.
Black stuff
and
is everywhere.
The
black stuff is everywhere.
In the desert, yeah.
I'd imagine you need black stuff.
Wait a minute, though. Who lays the black stuff in the desert? Because I can see in England, they got like the cows, the goats, the chickens. They find there. But in the desert, where are we getting the black stuff from?
Well, there's plenty of farms out here with horses and cows and all that kind of stuff. So there's actually a pretty huge field where they do the flowers, they do corn, other crap, I guess. And it's huge. Yeah. Right in the desert.
And you still refer to it as the black stuff.
Well, I did that because of Stu, because it just sounds hilarious.
What I'm finding hilarious is this green manuring. So between season, they encourage you to grow stuff in the black stuff. And according to your newsletter, Stu, it attracts pigeons.
Yeah. Is that good?
And what is the value? You have to teach us. What is the value of this?
I don't know. All I know is it's what my wife has told me, that it encourages. If you don't grow something, all the nutrients out of the soil disappear. So you want to keep the nutrients in. So you grow something. Basically,
you have to give the soil a chance to rest, though, too.
I don't know. Yeah, crop rotation and all that.
But you guys are talking like the soil is a fucking woman.
But it is.
You know,
no, you got to slap it around a little bit.
Yeah, you bang the woman. She needs a break. Go take a bath, honey. I'll see you in a couple hours. And I need a little bit of rest time too before I pop up again. But I don't understand this. Soil. It's fucking soil.
Yeah, but it needs a lot of love and attention. Yeah, it's like a woman. You can't just leave it be. You've got to pay it a lot of attention and dig her over every now and again.
All right. Anyway, Stu, very soon is your branch AGM, which I'm assuming is your annual general meeting.
Yeah.
Are you going to attend this or?
Not really. I haven't got any plans to go because I think people that go end up on the committee. I do not want to end up on the committee, really.
They're apparently looking for mentors.
Yeah.
And by the sounds of it, it's not you, it's your wife that should become a mentor.
Yeah, I'm a mentor, not a mentor. So
okay.
And
so this newsletter was great.
Retired people, wasn't
it? Listen, this newsletter was great, but the last one had details of people being thrown off and
yeah.
When does that one come out again?
I don't know. He seems to have taken a chill pill a little bit, you know. He's not as aggressive in his writing anymore. You know.
Did they ever find the Indian woman who disappeared?
I don't know, but I've got some Vietnamese neighbours that are there almost 24/7. It seems there's always one member of the family digging something. So
What are they doing? Looking for worms or?
They're growing all these sort of like miniature shoots and stuff like that. They've got a funny system there. They've got this sort of strange netting on the floor that was sort of seems to be salvaged from from the roadworks. You know, when they have this sort of like orange sort of netting. I don't know if you've ever seen. I'll have to take some pictures. But she's got that laid on the floor there, on the earth.
So here's my last question, and we're gonna move on real quick. Do you guys ever exchange things? Like, so have a day where, you know, Stu grows tomatoes, Jim grows cucumbers, Barry grows corn, and you all like, it's like I don't know. We do it. My wife goes to like this cookie thing where she'll make chocolate chip cookies. She'll make 100 of them, and then she'll come back with all these different cookies.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, most people there can't eat what they grow. It's too much. So yeah, we take everything, you know, the tomatoes and whatever people have got. Jim doesn't eat any of his stuff. He's just amazed at how it grows.
Okay. Mike, are you in the same place I'm at right now? So
yeah, it seems a little weird to do all that work and really kind of get nothing out of it.
So Jim does nothing. He cages everything.
Jim was telling people at the gig last night that they've gone there to watch music, and he started telling random people about his allotment, and he's going, "Yeah, I can't believe it."
I can't wait to talk to Jim. So Jim has everything in a cage. He eats nothing.
No, he doesn't know. No, he drinks beer and he doesn't. I mean, you can't eat everything. It's impossible.
Well, I don't know. When I grow stuff in the garden, I'm, oh, look, hon, we got tomatoes. We'll put this in the salad. I like. We have to meet Jim.
I think I've still got a pumpkin out the back there, you know.
Do you guys celebrate Halloween over there?
Yeah, we do.
You guys like dress up and
absolutely.
What's a popular costume in England? Is it like Princess Diana, like zombie?
I just dress up as Choo Choo Stew generally.
Get your conductor hat on and everything.
Yeah, I meant Sue. Sorry, Sue. I dress up as Sue.
Oh, okay, my bad.
And by the way, Chip Chipperson.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Choo Choo Stew wants to meet you and plant a big fat one on you.
I love Chip Chipperson.
She loves Chip Chipperson. Last story of the night. I love this story. And then we'll say our parting goodbyes. Did you guys see there was a woman accused of setting her boyfriend on fire?
Yeah.
And then she put out the flames with urine.
As you do. Why did she bother putting it out, first of all?
This is in Pennsylvania. Up in Jerry's country. Jerry, bad cop, bad cop. A Pennsylvania woman is facing an attempted murder charge. After she allegedly set her boyfriend on fire. Leanne Septiak, 38, told police she was mad at her boyfriend. Sunday, while she was sleeping, she allegedly poured gasoline on him and lit a match and threw it on him. She then reportedly grabbed a bucket of urine and put the flames out. The couple had apparently been using a bucket in place of a bathroom.
Yeah. But even so,
you know what? The way you say yeah is like it's totally acceptable in London.
I mean, at the allotment, I know it's going back to the allotment, but I piss in the bucket. Yeah, because there's no toilets there. But I don't store it. You piss, you throw it out, stick it on the compost because it helps rot it down quicker. But how much are they saying?
So Stu's gherkins have pee in it.
So how much how much pee are they saving?
And again, Mike, you're the American in the group tonight. Do you not have running water and toilets in Pennsylvania?
I'm pretty sure they do. And then, okay, I have a question. Where are they dropping the deuces? Where's that going?
Yeah, there's nothing about the number 2 whacking them on the head. Maybe they just went number 2 in the toilet.
I don't know. That seems weird. Maybe they did it like the dog in the backyard. Use a plastic bag, scoop it up, and throw it out.
You know, there was an old saying when we used to go camping. Used to be like if you were on a septic tank and you know you're in a cottage, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, poo, flash it through or something like that.
If it's brown, flush it down.
Yeah, if it's brown, flush it down. Yeah.
Well, I when I had a caravan, like a trailer, I think I've told you we had a chemical toilet in the cupboard, and you never pooed in that. It was literally only for wee. So maybe they pooed in a bag or something and just threw it out the window.
Passing cars getting hit.
The fire apparently burned 25% of the man's body, and he was taken to the hospital and expected to be okay. Lord knows what infections he got from the urine. Although Stu is saying urine is a totally fine fertilizer.
Well, it's like an antiseptic, isn't it?
I don't have no idea.
He probably actually would have healed quite quickly.
I have never poured pee on anything except the toilet.
Yeah. If you ever get say a wasp bit you on the foot, yeah, piss on your foot, it'll heal it quickly.
Wow. This is informative. I'm just shocked. Doesn't that work for jellyfish too?
Yeah. So Mike, yeah, the next time your wife goes, I got a mosquito bite. Hang on, honey. You start peeing on her.
Yeah.
See how long your marriage lasts after that.
But it's definitely an antiseptic. It's yeah.
I don't know, Stu. I don't believe a thing you say.
It is. That's true. Well-known fact. It probably wouldn't have had. It'd probably be all right the next morning. You know, might be a little bit sore, but
we have someone in the chat room named Trump Jr. Someone is a big fan of what Trump Jr. is doing. I'm going to pee on you and clarify you. Oh, Stu, you're the best. All right, guys. It's a part of the show, folks. Our audio is all fucked up. Well, everyone else hears us good. Anyway, it's the time of the show now where we name the show. Chat room, I'm giving you fair warning if you want to chime in. Holy shit, there's some guy out there that is absolutely convinced that the Russians are fucking with us again. We're obviously Russian hierarchs. Anyway, Stu, if you had a chance to name this show, what would you call it?
Let's go for a piss bucket and soap on a rope.
Hang on, I gotta write this down. Piss bucket and soap on a rope. Okay, Mike, you've been around here long enough. You've listened to us. What would you call this show?
I'm gonna go with Black Stuff and Mike's audio difficulties.
Black Stuff and Mike's audio difficulties. And then over here on my end, guys, I am going similar to Stu. I have a 2-liter bottle and soap on a rope. So here's how we solve it. We go around the table again. Chat room, you're too slow tonight. We have Black Stuff and what was it, Stu?
I've got a piss bucket and a soap and a rope.
Oh no, Mike's difficult. So yeah, it was the black stuff and Mike's technical difficulties. Sorry, I didn't write the whole thing down. We've got piss bucket and soap on a rope, and we got a 2-liter bottle and soap on the rope. Throw it over to Mike, see if he wants to change his mind.
I like stews. I like stews.
Piss bucket and soap on a rope, which is really similar to mine. Mine just had a measurement to it. So I will again, I'll go with stews. And episode 25 shall be piss bucket and soap on a rope.
Nice.
Now, Mike, I know we got off to a rocky start, but that's okay. It's the way we roll things around here. That's why we're live. We have a great time. I just want you to tell us one more time. I know you're in hiatus right now. You got some big plans coming up. Where can we find you, and what can we expect on the horizon?
I can be found on iTunes and Spreaker, as well as YouTube. It's Mike Jolitz Show. I'm also on Twitter at Mike Jolitz. And if anyone's interested, just bombard my email or voicemail, rather. It'd be awesome. It's 701-484-3657. On the horizon, I got the show going to reboot. Going to try to bring some new stuff into it and do that. Keep that going in the headlines. So I don't want to change it too much. I just want to add to it and try to gain some more listeners, I hope.
Always growing. And you know what? Don't listen too much about the listeners. I think that's something we do too much on radio, but to 5 million people listening, we're going to give you the same show every night, right?
Sure.
You know, don't get frustrated. I know Stu listens. I listen. And that woman riding the dump truck down the street listens as well. There's 3 people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Stu, is there anything coming up with podcast train?
Oh, soon. There will be something else. It's like it's a cruise train, you know. It comes when it comes, you know. There's no timetable for my train.
You have the most. See, I feel so obligated. You guys are you guys were here, we're there. I feel obligated. Every Thursday we're going to come on and do that. So here's what's going on next week, kids. Next week on Cave Crew Radio, you've got to listen to the promo, but we do have Admiral Orville Schmidt, who is the guy that likes to be called Jim. And he cages in his allotment, and we're going to hear from him live next week. I'm sure Big B will be jumping out of his skin. Big B will be back next week. And Mike, you have to come back again. Not such a long gap.
I would love to.
All right, boys and girls, say goodnight.
Thanks for coming.
Good night, everybody.
And there is no audio problems on anyone else's end. You need to upgrade your equipment.
Yeah.
There was someone in the chat room saying, there's a problem with your audio. Are you on dial-up? Perhaps you live at the allotment. Anyway, kids, Cave Crew Radio live every Thursday night right here on cavecrewradio.com. We are on Apple Podcasts, whatever they call them now, Stitcher, Google Play. cavecrewradio.com is where you can find everything. And we will see you next week. Go listen to the Mike Jolitz Show before a new one arrives.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Stay there.